hidden note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
Exactly.
What? In his pants?
Uh-huh. Pants.
Yes, his pants.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
Ah, that's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Huh? Wait.
Yeah,
this one's a
yours
little
is different.
In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
See, then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
No.
It's not the same?
Nope.
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro. And that person could only have been...
Taka.
I got it! That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection!
This is not Phoenix Wright.
I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
TikTok? Oh, is that what we're calling Taka?
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and
And
Huffy
Huffy is Hifumi.
right?
Yeah.
Ugh, yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Because we must. Man, Genocide Jack is seriously scary, but still, I can't let her get to me. Make your argument. Okay.
Huffy had the note, right?
Uh-huh.
And the person it was intended for
Uh-huh.
must have been Huffy!
No.
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
Exactly, it's a different time.
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter!
Yes, it does.
The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
No,
No.
it's wrong. No, there absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered.
Yeah, because the note that Hiro had said 1 a.m., which is, and also a different location.
We've already proven that using his wristwatch.
Exactly.
But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that... No further objections!
Well, I'm glad you're not dragging this out.
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me.
Mm-hmm.
The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it?
Getting rid of the evidence?
Stuffed down his pants, no less!
Most likely, Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Oh, the ripped corner. Proof that Hifumi stole the note from Taka. Where is that? Yeah, this one.
I got it! When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper. If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is...
From the original note.
I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yup, they're from the same
Same
piece
piece of paper.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from its death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure. In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive!
He's not alive now.
Sorry, no. When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead. The second body discovery announcement proves that.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Who indeed?
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together. Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus!
Oh, jeez, that's rude.
Who are you calling a walrus?
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
And what might that be, dear hero?
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
Yeah, the hammers.
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right?
Yeah, but we also have a piece of evidence of another hammer that was washed, right?
So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it.
Yeah, but if they washed it, then you really wouldn't have known unless there's some sort of trace on it.
But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
But considering all the different things out there to confuse the whole situation, it wouldn't necessarily be possible to think that none of the other hammers in the room could have potentially been used. They'd be thinking about the other ones.
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Oh, Pyakia, why do you have to be so mean?
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
Again, there was that one hammer that was washed.
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue. So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Then...
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
Yes, but there are other hammers around.
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
The weapon that was actually used to kill Hifumi. The whole picture surrounding this case won't become clear until we figure that out. Somehow, I have to find the truth. Make your argument. I do like this music. Spotless hammer.
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out.
What?
How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it? Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance!
No.
Check out Murder Gear
One thing seems pretty clear. The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers.
That it is.
No, that's
Not exactly. It was a hammer, but it wasn't a Justice Hammer, though. But I like
The murder weapon wasn't a
like Jill's
Justice
comment,
Hammer at
though.
all. No, it was something completely different.
But seriously? A different weapon?
It was a hammer, but it wasn't a Justice Hammer.
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi. Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Huh?
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones,
Some the size of your head.
and even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
And whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him.
Yep. That was Celeste.
Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him.
What is
The
that?
way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder.
But again, keep in mind, there were 2 murders.
So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous.
We did talk about how there wouldn't be any reason for anyone to work together. At least that's what we thought at first, but again, there were 2 murders. Spotless hammer. Okay.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive.
This is
Assuming
true.
the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that 2 people work together on this.
Why?
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's,
There's one murder, but there were
right?
2.
In this case, however, there were 2 murders.
Can we really say there's no chance 2 people work together on this?
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true,
It is possible. All you just need is somebody to backstab.
Since there were 2 murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
Yeah, because why would one person just kill 2 people? They just need to carry out 1 murder in order to graduate. So if you have one person, let's say Hifumi in this case, killed Taka, and Celeste being involved in the situation somewhat, Celeste eventually kills Hifumi, and she can get out scot-free.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been 1 murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering.
But if there's 2, that throws that argument out the window.
Naturally, if only 1 person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
It's a little gruesome to think it that way, though.
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that 2 people could act as each other's accomplices to commit 2 separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime. And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents.
Exactly.
And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killers designed it to look.
They were just that freaking good.
A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice. Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
It's just somebody being very calculating.
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
Well, think of it this way. She could use her charms. The effort made to convince us the two murderers were the same. That was the main characteristic this time. Kyoko must have noticed that fact from the very beginning, which is why she said not to look at this as a series of connected events, but entirely separate incidents. Kyoko really is amazing. Although, when you think about it, she's almost too amazing. Like, it's almost unnatural how good she is at this. Yeah. You know, we still haven't figured out as to what she's the ultimate.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved. But then, who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
Oh, I know.
That's problem numero uno right now.
The true killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions and in the end, murdered him. In the debates up until now, the way the case has unfolded, when you consider all that, there's really only one person who seems to fit. Select someone. Where are you? Oh, Monokuma! Celeste.
Here's my answer. It was Celeste.
Sorry, Celeste.
So I'm the suspicious individual now, am I? I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder.
Yeah, you're standing right beside a murderer. How do you feel?
So what you are saying, then, is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi. The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit-fucked brains, that lazy, worthless goddamn idiot!
Wow, there goes her accent.
Pardonnez-moi.
No, you can go talking as per, what you did just a few moments ago.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you.
Yeah, you kept on saying, oh, I saw somebody running to the second floor. Oh, I saw them running to the third floor.
Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
And you gave him the time. What is it that only Hifumi and Celeste had in common? Encountering the suspicious individual.
The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, there's that too. I was thinking of her like, oh, yeah, I found the person. But yeah, it's just that only they saw Robo Justice.
The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
The adults, huh?
Sorry.
No. Stand up for yourself. Come on.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual.
Well, let's just call him Robo Justice.
If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
Think of it this way. Celeste is the ultimate gambler. She's bound to be telling lies, and all that sort of jazz.
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
Bingo. I saw a shadow. Something moving around at the top of the stairs.
We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen.
Mm-hmm.
Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
Yes.
and when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him. The strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. Yeah, you're just telling us pretty much where to go.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we gotta go back.
It was to get us to divide into two groups,
Mm-hmm.
so that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
Mm-hmm.
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Then why don't we split up into two groups? I'll lead the hunting party. That seems much more interesting. Very well. Then Makoto and Hina, you come with me to the nurse's office. I will leave the capture of the suspicious individual to Toko, Byakuya, and Sakura.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected.
Mm-hmm. So what are you going to say now, Celeste?
And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on. That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we're on the third floor, everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
Oh, maybe she's singing her own sea shanty.
I just realized another strange thing.
Mm-hmm.
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead,
I certainly was not expecting this. I did not imagine that Hifumi would be murdered. How did you know he was
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
planting?
I don't believe it. Everything, the whole thing was one big act.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kind of sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait, then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Mm-hmm.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what you mean.
There we go. There's the usual conniving lady we know.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
Oh, shoot. You must be really enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're all going to die just like those guys died. Those guys?
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room.
But and we would have only seen the first body. We wouldn't have known there was two.
Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead. Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Yakia said that Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. But what is he alluding to? Okay, what do we need to do? That doesn't make sense, so it's probably another absorb thing.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated.
No, that wasn't exactly
We are
what.
all going to die here.
No, we're not.
We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so
Yes.
strange about Celeste's comment?
Yes. When she said that, she should have only known about Hifumi's death. With that in mind, what's so strange about what she said is
All I
those
said
guys.
was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here.
Uh-huh.
We are going to die, just like those.
Again,
No,
you shouldn't have
what?
known about the second one unless you were in cahoots, which you were.
That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste?
Uh-huh. So what's the excuse?
How did you know more than one person had been killed? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Oh, thank you. But that's not going to help you.
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took?
It was staged.
How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
It has to be some kind of setup, right?
I would think... Oh, no, no, no. I was originally thinking that it was staged, but... No, that wouldn't be the case, because where was Hifumi, not Hifumi, where is Hiro found? He is found in a locker in the pool area, right? So they got Hiro in the rec room. They knocked him out, put him in that costume. Probably must have been heavy. And they had suggested to move Hiro into the pool area, and she probably wouldn't have wanted to do that herself, because they're gonna go with this whole robot justice thing. Have Hifumi carry it, drag it, but it would have been really heavy, so that's a picture of him dragging it?
So let's put the suit on, and then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
Hiro, no, we went through this already. It was you in the suit.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer.
Yes, you took the picture, but it was Hiro in the suit, and Hifumi was trying to drag Hiro away to put him in the locker or whatever.
In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away.
No.
If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Well, again, it was sort of staged, but he's just dragging Hiro.
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
Open your mind. Other explanations? If it wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away, the only other possibility is that Hifumi is dragging the suspect away.
A gun! It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
Nicely played.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit.
And it looks like Hifumi's just exerting a lot of strength, and he's it's really hard for him.
We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Such a thing is utterly impossible.
Oh, why?
Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Oh, bring it. Celeste thinks she can prove there's no way Hifumi was dragging the suspect away. But is that really possible? Make your argument. Alright, okay.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out! Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight! You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up.
Oh, wrong button. No, wrong button. This one. Because that one, that costume is so freaking stiff.
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that.
They can't bend.
Because that Robo-Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
You totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake.
That was by design.
I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Oh!
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
And again, by looking at it at first, you'd be totally thinking the way that Celeste and Hifumi wanted you to think that Hifumi's being dragged away. Are you gonna blow your top, lose the accent again?
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Checkmate?
Oh gosh. This is just... Oh, I'm starting to get dizzy.
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
Oh, there we go. She's unhinged. The real Celeste.
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
And what may that be?
Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
What was that? Hey, Hifumi, who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you? Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name. Yasuhiro.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro. In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Right! But my name isn't really Yasuhiro! It's actually Taro!
Huh?
Your confusing statements don't make any sense.
I'm so confused.
You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Oh, why? What's all this bit about burning?
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us.
Okay, can you give me an example?
How did he refer to each of us?
So if Serious Lord gave everyone nicknames, he said people's last names?
That's
Didn't use the
right.
other two.
Our last names. He called us all by our last names.
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example.
Yeah, so why would he use Hiro's first name?
So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name,
He would have said
his last name, Hagakure.
Hagakure. Thank you.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name. Indecent?
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation?
Of course it is.
No. There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to.
Okay.
And that's Celeste.
Oh yeah, that's
She
true.
never
She never told us
actually
the full
told us
name,
what
her
her
actual
real
name.
name
She
is.
just said call her Celeste.
What did you just say? To think you'd take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit! Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like a loser to you? Well, do I?
And now you do. You look totally unhinged, actually.
What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in.
What is
What's
your
your
real
real
name?
Fine. Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Celestia Ludenberg. Huh. Celeste still won't give up. So then, I have to do something to make her accept it. Make your argument. Okay. Spotless hammer reused. Just use message reused.
Hifumi
So,
was trying to tell us something.
okay.
He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
Well, until just now?
to tell you, my name is Celestia Ludenberg. God damn it!
Oh my god, it's upside down.
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
Can we take a look at your e-handbook?
It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me,
Yes, I do.
that's the only truth there is!
I do. If I remember something, there's something here that shows the owner's real name. Yeah, it's the e-handbook. I'm sure Kyoko mentioned something like that at some point. It may not be related to the case, but it might come in handy anyway.
Hifumi was trying. He wanted us to know the killer. If there's one person,
It would have to be you, Celeste.
how many times? Celestia Ludenberg! God damn it!
How long do you plan to go on
That was so
pretending?
funny.
I'm not pretending.
I
It's the
won't get
truth.
tired of that.
And since you have no way to contradict me,
Shoot,
that's
no.
the only truth there is!
I aimed at the wrong part. Yes. I know what I need to do. I know what I need to do.
He wanted us to
It's
know
just
the
that
killer
the
if
purple
there's one
words got in
person
the way.
Have to be you, Celeste.
How many times? Celestia Ludenberg!
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm sorry,
not
that's just too funny.
pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me,
Yes, I do.
No,
Your e-handbook, please. Oh boy.
That's it. The handbook.
what?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Mm-hmm. Monokuma told us all about it before.
This handbook is absolutely vital to a healthy school life, so don't lose it. When you start it up, it'll display your name. Always make sure you have the right one. Now, this is not your everyday notebook. It has so many more uses than that.
So all we have to do is check our handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please, just tell us.
Trying to diffuse.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Okay.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again, from the beginning, and shed light on all your crimes. And that'll bring everything to an end.
Okay, let's do this. Now we need to do the manga. Closing argument. Okay. There we go. Let's see. What do we have here? You pod your plan. You're getting him into it. Let's see. What does this say? What time do the killers call the victim to the rec room? That was 1 a.m. And then this one, who is it the killer summoned first? That would be Yasuhiro. Where are you? Okay, that's you here. You got them in the suit. They knocked him out and stepped in the robocop just falsify evidence. And they used a certain item to do it. Yeah, that was a camera. Taking the picture. And then at this point, what time did Taco supposed to head to the equipment room? That was 6. Is there anything else? Okay, that's got to be this one then. No. Yeah, it's got to be this one. Then they did the deed. And with hammer 4, right? The justice hammer that was used to kill Taco, what number was it? It was 4. There we go. And then we talked about the picture. In the library, Hifumi used something to fake the essence of a shadowy criminal. That was Chu, right? Found him. He I died, which shows that him was in the nurse's office. That was 3. Where is it? Oh my god, Hifumi's dead. Taka's dead. Hifumi used something to move Taka's body. That was the cart. The tarp in the cart. This one. And then this one. The weapon the killer used to murder Hifumi, what was it? That would have been this one. Let's try this.
Here's exactly what happened. Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was... Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes. First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning.
And that was Hiro. They knocked him out.
That someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit.
And they took the picture.
Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro.
And just not putting any
When they were done with him,
bits on
they
them.
shoved him, still unconscious, into
Into the pool room locker. Yeah.
And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room.
And hit him with the hammer number 4.
And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims to solidify Robo-Justice as the suspect.
And then just take more heat off of them. And holy crow, it really worked.
The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo-Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But
so far, so good.
while we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for.
So that way he did the whole blood thing.
Took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3.
Oh, I love the little image they have of Hifumi. I'm amused.
And turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found. Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office.
It just amazes me as to how complicated this situation was.
And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room. He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared. But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them.
Exactly, because you're not going to be leaving anything out in the open because they'll take you out.
And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is...
Celeste. Oh, look at all the flowers.
Celeste! Sorry, you lose.
All right, so I did get it all right. Woohoo.
Lost?
Yes, you did.
I lost? When was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no, Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Oh! So it was your... Oh my gosh, wow.
Taiko?
So, you finally accepted it.
At the end.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
Results? Oh, yay! I did very well. 95 coins.
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Or, no, I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
What is it, Monokuma?
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote. Okay? Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened?
Really? Do we really have to say that at this point? We know who's going to be going.
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
We know. Ta-da!
It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The blacken this time, the true killer who devised the whole stinking scheme was... Ta-da! Celestia Lunenberg. Or precisely Taiko Yasuhiro.
Honestly,
I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Hifumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So you really did approach Hifumi with this plan. But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to commit murder. I'm sure she relied on her specialty, lying. My specialty. Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then,
Then, did you use... you know? I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. Alter ego? You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice, I used her. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but it was the one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Does she mean... Is she talking about alter ego? Yes. Where is she?
Say what?
What? What? What are you talking about?
just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here. Yes, the adults are talking.
I'm totally out of the loop as usual. How sad.
In other words,
Then you're the one that stole it.
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And you used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you've come up with. Right again. Last night, after we had our meeting about how it disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit.
What are you doing here?
Actually,
I was hoping I could talk to you, alone. It is about what was stolen. I know who did it.
what? Are you okay with this?
It was Taka. He stole it.
So
And I
then-
have proof. Would you like to see it? As it turned out, I'd found a use for the digital camera. I'd taken you-know-what to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there. I deleted the picture as soon as I'd shown it to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation!
So it was him. But how'd he do it? He was supposed to yell if either of us got too close to her.
You are correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
As for me,
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh,
as for me,
He came to my room last night unannounced, and then, oh, it's hard for me to even say. He abused me,
what?
and he took pictures. He said if I did not do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice. Oh my gosh, Celeste, you went there. Oh, that's...
Damnation!
That's a crime, an absolute crime. I mean, I know he got a little crazy, but
Say what?
I never imagined he would go that far.
It was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was.
I'm about to say something I've never said in my whole life. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him.
most
Wait,
unfortunate.
please. If you go now, you'll be playing right into his hands.
Actually,
Taka is planning to use her to escape. He's made you his target.
What?
Escape? You don't mean...
Taka is going to try to kill you.
indeed.
And also he can keep her for himself.
That bastard.
Completely unforgivable!
Bastard.
Honestly,
Can we allow him to continue with these barbaric acts?
Absolutely not. How could I? She...
I swear, I will save her!
actually,
Then, would you like to join with me? It's just so happens I've come up with a plan. I have devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete.
What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. Ifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love. Even a love as twisted as that can still drive people mad, it would seem.
You
You disgust me.
I see.
I have another question for you. Was that strange costume Hifubi's creation?
Indeed.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt, too. All I asked him to do was make something to hide the face and general body size. I had no idea it'd make something like that. But it's my fault for picking him in the first place.
But
So, why'd you decide to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid. Oh. You didn't have to be so freaking blunt. That's it.
Let's see.
And in that regard, I made the right choice. I am so glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though. Oh, I feel like I could cry.
Well,
But when you were explaining your plan to Hifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead? What she's asking is, what was Hifumi supposed to do after that, assuming you had actually let him live?
Are you okay with this?
Oh, that's simple. After he did part and pretend to be dead, once someone showed up, I told him to say he'd been seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death, but he just barely hung on. And he really believed that? Well, of course. That wasn't all there was to it. As I explained to Hifumi, the plan was... Well, while you were all questioning him about what had happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have had an alibi, so nobody would doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it. It all seems very straightforward, stereotypical. I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it all up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
so in the end,
So you planned to kill him all along? But of course. There would have been no point to my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can human life mean so little to you?
Well,
Oh, that's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
don't be mean.
Now you just sound like Byakuya.
I wonder about that.
No. He derives his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
Then, what made you take things this far?
What the heck?
Was it really just for money? Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money, it's true. But that's not all there is to it. From the moment our new life here began, my only thought has been of escape.
But
But all along you've been saying how we have to accept living here?
You little bitch!
Obviously, that was a lie.
Hey!
I couldn't take it. Hated it from day one. More than anyone in here.
You little bitch!
I wanted to get out. Every day was fresh torture. And you want to know why, huh?
This is fine.
I had a dream. And accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly.
And there was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me,
And it was all for that dream. And what was this dream of yours?
isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle. Wait, what? Okay. Oh, Okay, now I'm broken. A castle? And to gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers/bodyguards. Oh, is Byakuya in there somewhere? I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence.
This is fine.
Living the rest of my life there was my only dream, my only goal. And that is what life is all about. Kiss the shoe. Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. I got right to the edge, but
There is nothing to be done.
unfortunately my dream has been scattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream to the very end, so why would I?
Just the worst.
You sound so passionate. Will you really be able to kill your old friends for it?
Oh,
Shouldn't see them as friends, though. Are you asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own ends. I feel nothing.
do you understand?
That's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding.
What is this?
That's what we should be saying, and plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're just about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can even fool my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious. And that's why you're not scared.
Yes, indeed.
That's right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had a choice, then
Isn't it wonderful?
I think I would like to come back as Marie Antoinette. So you can eat cake?
Hey.
Oh, you just get executed again. Celeste smiled then, and when she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings, but that statement itself must have been her final lie. And with that weak, fake smile is what betrayed her.
Thrills, chills, kills!
You all done? Okay, let's get rolling. The black and disturbed the piece must pay the price.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For her, the ultimate gambler.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this.
Oh? Oh, laptop?
What?
Oh, her room key! This is...
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why... Actually, it's not important.
I just wish you'd finish her thought, because I'm probably not going to hear it.
Well then, take care, everyone.
Goodbye, Celeste.
Perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
In another life, huh? Wonder what that would have been like. Game over. Celeste has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Wonder what it is. Well, she got that smile. Oh, she's got her castle. Oh, bunny rabbit. The burning of the Versailles wit. Oh, God. That's a gruesome way to go, though. These punishments are getting worse and worse. Oh. Bye, Celeste. Oh, a fire truck. You put out the fire? Well, at least I thought it would have been. No, it's just killer. But I thought she was dying because of fire anyway. Oh, the sounds. Oh, the sound effects. Oh. for watching the video today. I do appreciate it. If you can, leave a like as it does help, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. A huge thank you to my supporters, and if you'd like to help the channel, please feel free to visit the links in the description below and become a member. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye!